Today we build a poor man's logic analyzer, suitable for makers without money. We will first build our own logic probe. Then we install and set up the free PC capture software. Finally, I will show you how I use the poor man's logic analyzer to reverse engineer a 433 MHz remote control. To build it, you need a 3.5mm jack with microphone input. I cut a cable from a headset for free. Make sure it has 4 connections. Because poor men cannot afford PCBs, we will have to fly wire the circuit together. Please build everything as in the schematic to make sure your PC will recognize the plug as a CTIA type headphone with microphone. Believe it or not, there are 2 standards for headphones with microphone: CTIA and OMTP. OMTP swaps the mic and the ground. Many PCs, however, have smart chips inside checking the ground versus the speakers to recognize the difference and swap the connections for you. So we try to imitate a CTIA headphone as good as we can. CTIA is by far the most common. The 10K microphone resistor is a bit odd. I tried and the PC will detect a microphone between 3K and 200K. Just to be safe, I used 10K, which worked for 3 different laptops and 2 phones. The PC provides a bias voltage of 2 to 3 volts to power the active microphone FET amplifier in your headphone. So normally this is not a resistor. And behold, your new piece of test equipment, another wonder of the digital age. Now we will set up the PC microphone input. I will show it in Windows 10. Right-click on the volume icon on the taskbar in the lower right corner of your screen. Select the Sounds option, then go to Recording, and now I plug in the logic probe we just built. You see the microphone is detected. Double click, go to Advanced and make sure that Enable Audio Enhancements is switched off and set the sample rate to the maximum. Click OK. The next step is to install the PC capture software. To capture the signal, we use Audacity, which is free. Please go to audacityteam.org. Download Audacity and install it. If you do not have admin rights, then go to Downloads, Windows, and download the zip file. No admin is needed. After installing it, please open Audacity. Then go to Edit, Preferences, select the right recording device, mono is OK, and set the sample rate to 384,000. Click OK. Then at the bottom, set a counter to samples and select here Start and Length of Selection. You're all set. Now we will test your setup. We need a test signal to test the logic analyzer. For this, I used an Arduino with a fast blink sketch. This sketch generates a PWM wave of 20% with a 2 kHz frequency. You see the normal delay has been replaced with delay microseconds. Make sure everything is connected and the Arduino sketch is running, then press record. And press stop. And zoom in on the signal. What you see here is that the signal is inverted. It is high 80% and low 20%. On my other PC, the signal was not inverted. It seems audio inputs do not care about the polarity, so you will need to check this for your computer. Let's check the timings. The high pulse is 151 samples long. So that's 151 divided by the sample rate, which is 384,000. You see that here, equals, okay, let's do that times 1,393 microseconds. If you look in the Arduino sketch, it is 400, so that's quite close. Great. The logic analyzer works. Now let's do something useful with it. I built this logic analyzer to reverse engineer the 433 MHz RF remote control for my curtains with it. I purchased a 433 MHz receiver and transmitter set online, and then I connected the receiver to the logic probe as in this schematic to capture the signal. Well, let's do it. Connect our logic analyzer, start Audacity. In the right corner you see the receiver, remote control and of course our logic analyzer. I start recording. Now I press up, down, stop. Now let's zoom in. Here you see the data. First a long start pulse of about 1800 samples. Then a low pulse and then the real data starts. A short high and low is a 0 and a long high and a short low is a 1. Here I copied a screenshot of the captured wave in Excel and made a table of the timings. There are three kinds of pulses. A start pulse, a low data pulse and a high data pulse. You can calculate the pulse timings with a sample rate of 384,000. I did this for all signals, 3 remotes, 3 times up, down and stop. Then I put the corresponding letters S, L and H on top of the pulses, so now we have a string that represents the data we just captured and we know the timings. Then I connected a 433 MHz transmitter to the Arduino as in the schematic. And I wrote a sketch that knows the timings and can read the data string to convert the letters to the corresponding pulses. I will include a link to this code in the comments. I trust you will not come to my home to hack my curtains. Later I use this part of the code in an ESP8266 connected to my home automation system so I can control them from a browser via Node-RED and MQTT. To be honest, this was way more complicated than I expected. Especially the CTIA and OMTP switching logic in my PC caused hours of confusion. Next time I will just use a real logic analyzer. That's maybe a good idea for a new video. Well, that was it. I hope you liked the video. If it was useful for you, please subscribe and like.